Please welcome Craig Rubano.
Where have you been? I want to know, where have you been? My life was a losing fight till the lucky night, baby, you happened in. From what I had heard about love, I thought it was all sorrow and sin. But now that we meet at last, I forget what's past, baby. Where have you been? I was a fool, unbefriended, in the depths of despair, when out of the blue you descended and somehow ended every care. So if you will give me a break and order the love scene to begin, so close to your side I'll stay. You can never say, baby, where have you been? You can never say, where have you been? Baby, where have you been? Where have you been? The last 10 years since I last gave a full-length concert anywhere in this world. Any news? After all that time off stage, we began with Where Have You Been by a man with whom I have had a long-standing acquaintance. In fact, if Cole Porter had written only this next song, he would have immortality, at least in certain circles, as I discovered the moment I set foot on my college campus. Bulldog, bulldog, bow, wow, wow, Eli, Eli, yeah. Bulldog, bulldog, bow, wow, wow, our team can never fail. When the sons of Eli break through the line, that is the sign we hail. Bulldog, bulldog, bow, wow, wow, Eli, Yale. It's a Y for Yale, see? I joined the misleadingly named Yale Precision Marching Band, marching down the cold fields of the original football league, clutching my trombone. But I soon gave up instruments for singing groups, including the fabled Whiffenpoofs, of which Cole Porter had been a member, and another group that took its name from the title of this next Cole Porter song, a treatise of sorts on the art of music appreciation. Due to the tragic lowness of my brow, all music that's highbrow gets me upset. Each time I hear a strain of Stravinsky's, I hurry to Minsky's and try to forget. I don't like Schubert's music or Schumann's. I'm one of those humans who only goes in for Berlin and Vincent Youmans. I'm for the guy who will use etudes, Bach sonatas, and Chopin preludes. So when some nice man I meet, I always murmur, toot sweet. If you want to thrill me and drill me for your crew, sing me a melody that's red, hot, and blue. Before you expand on that grand cottage for two, sing me a melody that's red, hot, and blue. I can't take Sibelius or Dahlias, but I swear I'd throw my best pal away for Callaway. So when we're all set and I get married to you, don't let that violin start playing low and grin. It may be sweet as sin, but it's not red, hot, and blue. If you ask me, toots, just what puts me in a stew, just sing me a melody that's red, hot, and blue. If I'm quite correct, you expect me to come through, so sing me a melody that's red, hot, and blue. This craze that's pursuing me may ruin me, but my Waterloo won't be Wellington, but Allington. So if you feel tonight like a light evening for two, I've no desire to hear Flagstaff's Brunhilde dear. She waves a pretty spear, but she's not red hot. She's not red hot. She's not red hot and blue. Keep that applause going for these wonderful musicians. On bass, Jeffrey Carney. And at the piano, my music director and barker-in-chief, Beth Ertz. We're calling tonight, Take the Moment. And this is a special moment for me right now, a chance to reintroduce myself to you or perhaps meet you for the very first time. I'll be sharing songs that have accompanied me in the moments that truly have mattered in my life. And I hope they'll accompany you as well as you leave this place. At which time, I will provide you with a song list with the origins and writing credits of all the material we'll perform tonight. So there's no need to take notes. You know exactly who you are. Putting together the material for this show, I had time to think back over the last 10 years. 10 years since I gave a concert. Think back with me. 10 years, 2015. I know in that time I've had some decided highs. I got a couple of degrees, a couple of new titles. I wrote a book. I found love. But also moments of profound loss. How could there not have been, given the passage of time? Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone will change. No one stays the same. The young become the old. Mysteries do unfold, 'cause that's the way of time. nothing, and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, hummingbirds do fly. Rain comes from the clouds, and sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone will change. No one stays the same. Winter turns to spring. A wounded heart will heal, but never much too soon. Yes, everything must change. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, hummingbirds do fly. Rain comes from the clouds, and sun lights up the sky, and music makes me cry. Two things New Yorkers hate: the way things are and change. But even in the irrepressible force of change, certain moments rise to the top. This next song is from the first musical I ever saw in Lima, Peru. You see, although I was born in St. Louis, I never really lived in this country until college. And that's because, get this moment, my parents moved my sister and me at a very young age to Buenos Aires, Argentina, for what they thought would be a limited time cultural experience. Instead, everything we knew to dream about multiplied. My childhood was a South American adventure, attending schools with kids from over 40 countries around the world. And on our best days, we kids got along across cultures, across languages, across faith traditions. That coexistence made a huge impression on me. So did the moment I saw that first musical. In Spanish, set in Spain, in a place called La Mancha. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go. Amar la pureza sin par, buscar la verdad del error, vivir con los brazos abiertos, creer en un mundo mejor. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, then my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. Y será este mundo mejor si uno, quien despreciando el dolor luchó hasta el último aliento por ser siempre fiel a su ideal. Eso es mi ideal, la estrella alcanzar, no importa cuán lejos se pueda encontrar, luchar por el bien sin dudar ni temer, y dispuesto al infierno a arrostrar, si no debo a él deber. Y yo sé que si logro ser fiel a mi sueño ideal, estará mi alma en paz al llegar de mi vida al final. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. Thank you. My impossible dream, to get to New York and to be in a Broadway show. I did what any wannabe singer-actor in New York would do. I enrolled at Columbia as a PhD student in English and comparative literature. I still followed and looked for my Broadway moment. And yes, as with all first steps, there were naysayers. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't. It isn't right, don't. It isn't nice. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't walk on the grass. Don't disturb the peace, don't skate on the ice. Well, I say do. I say walk on the grass, it was meant to feel. I say sail, tilt to the windmill, and if you fail, you fail. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't get out of line. When they say that, then, brother, that's a sign. 9 times out of 10, brother, you're doing just fine. Make just a ripple. Come on, be brave. This time a ripple, next time a wave. Sometimes you have to start small, climbing the tiniest wall. Maybe you're going to fall, but it's better than not starting at all. Everybody says no, everybody says stop, everybody says mustn't rock the boat, mustn't touch a thing. Everybody says don't, everybody says wait, everybody says can't fight City Hall, can't upset the cart, can't laugh at the king. Well, I say try. I say, laugh at the king so they make you cry. Lose your poise, fall if you have to, but brother, make a noise. Everybody says don't, everybody says can't, everybody says wait around for miracles. That's the way the world is made. Well, I insist on miracles. If you do them, miracles, nothing to them. I say don't be afraid. I left Columbia. The PhD would have to wait. Change was in the air. I remember vividly the moment when my agent called to tell me that I had won the role of Marius in the Broadway production of Les Miserables. I was home in St. Louis alone at the time, visiting my parents who had moved back there. I was so excited to tell them my news. I finally tracked my mother down at the dentist's office. I insisted they put her on the phone mid-procedure, and I'll never forget her reaction to my news. "Oh, Craigie, that's wonderful!" The themes of that first Broadway production reoccur over and over in my life. Being one's authentic self, the futility of conflict, trying to improve this world that we share, the power of community. Marius' song from Les Mis is surely the song I have sung more often than any other, over 800 times at this point. And yet every time I perform it, it takes on new meaning. Tonight we pair it with a song from the U.S. Civil War musical Shenandoah, highlighting the fact that always, somewhere, someone is in the struggle to live a life of dignity. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Empty chairs at empty tables. Now my friends are dead and gone. Here they talked of revolution. Here it was they lit the flame. Here they sang about tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. From a table in the corner, they could see a world reborn. And they rose with voices ringing, and I can hear them now, the very words that they had sung became communion on the lonely barricade at dawn. Oh, my friends, forgive me that I live and you are gone. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Phantom shadows at the window, phantom shadows on the floor, empty chairs at empty tables where my friends will meet no more. Oh, my friends, don't ask me what your sacrifice was for. Empty chairs at empty tables where my friends will sing no more. Stand and show your colors. Let's all go to war. The Lord will surely bless us. I've heard it all before. I've heard it all 100 times. I've heard it all before. They've always got a holy cause to march you off to war. Tyranny or justice, anarchy or law, we must defend our honor. I've heard it all before. I've heard it all 100 times. I've heard it all before. They've always got a holy cause that's worth the dying for. Someone writes a slogan, raises up a flag. Someone finds an enemy to blame. The trumpet sounds the call to arms, to leave the cities and the farms. And always the ending is the same. The same. The same. The same. The dream has turned to ashes. The wheat has turned to straw. And someone asks the question, what was the dying for? The graves are filled with answers, each one just and true, for all did finally reason. What else could I do? I heard the drums, the distant drums. I tried to turn away, but in the end the price of peace was more than I could pay. I have no shame, I lay the blame at someone else's door. And so the seeds of hate are sown that blow from war to war. What for? Oh Lord, what for? I've heard it all 100 times. I've heard it all before. Don't tell me it's different now. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. I've heard it all before. control. So many hurts that happen every day. So many heartaches that pierce the soul. So much pain that won't ever go away. How do we make it better? How do we make it through? What can we do when there's nothing we can do? We can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same thing. And maybe we'll find, if we are there for each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. Nobody really wants to fight. Nobody really wants to go to war. Everyone wants to make things right. So what are we always fighting for? Does nobody want to see it? Does nobody understand? The power to heal is right here in our hand. We can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same thing. And maybe we'll find, if we are there for each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. And it's not enough to talk about it, not enough to sing a song. We must walk the walk about it. You and I, do or die, we've got to try to get along. We can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same thing. And maybe we'll find, if we are there for each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. And maybe we'll find true peace of mind if we always remember we can be kind. Several years of Broadway, including being a part of the original cast of The Scarlet Pimpernel, led me directly into the rarefied world of cabaret, where in the comfort and intimacy of supper clubs, I witnessed performers sharing from their hearts, using the melodies and storytelling of the great American popular songbook. So 2 gems from the songbook, one to take us into an intermission, and one to bring us back. Canta siempre tu ritmo sensual, sin cesar, hasta que las estrellas vuelvan a alumbrarnos y que un beso febril de amor vuelva a juntarnos en el dulce rumor del ritmo sensual de la canción. When they begin, it brings back the sound of music so tender. It brings back a night of tropical splendor. It brings back a memory evergreen. I'm with you once more under the stars, and down by the shore an orchestra's playing, and even the palms seem to be swaying when they begin to live it again is past all endeavor, except when that tune clutches my heart, and there we are, swearing to love forever and promising never, never to part. What moments divine, what rapture serene, till clouds came along to disperse the joys we had tasted. And now when I hear people curse the chance that was wasted, I know but too well what they mean. So don't let them begin to begin. Let the love that was once a fire remain an ember. Let it sleep like the dead desire I only remember when they begin to begin. Oh yes, let them begin to begin. Make them play till the stars that were there before return above you, till you whisper to me once more, darling, I love you. And we suddenly know what heaven we're in when they begin to begin. El dulce rumor del ritmo sensual de la canción tropical. When they begin the What though love is old? What though song is old? Through them we can be young. of mine wailing all the time, dear one, tell me that we're one. Dancing in the dark till the tune ends. We're dancing in the dark, and it soon ends. We're waltzing in the wonder of why we're here. Time hurries by, we're here and gone, looking for the light of a new love to brighten up the night. I have you, love, and we can face the music together, dancing in the We're waltzing in the wonder of why we're here. Time hurries by, we're here and gone, looking for the light of a new love to brighten up the night. I have you, love, and we can face the music together, dancing in the dark, dancing in the dark. The moment when things began to shift for me was that crystal clear morning of 9/11. As I watched the towers fall from my East Village apartment, it occurred to me that I knew what would take me back to school one day, to pursue a vision of cooperation like I had experienced in my South American childhood. Surely there were places in the world where people of all faiths could live peaceably under one roof, other than cabaret rooms, that is. I found one at the Unitarian Universalist congregation in Princeton, New Jersey, where my sister had moved and started a family. And there, one morning, at the end of the service, I had been hearing cabaret music theater stylings at the piano. So afterwards, I walked up to the woman at the keys and I said, "What's a girl like you doing in a place like this?" In 1993, Alan and Marilyn Bergman, along with Marvin Hamlish, wrote this next song for Barbra Streisand's return to concertizing and the opening of the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Now, as Ms. Streisand rehearsed her way into debuting this new material, she was having a bit of trouble with the many key changes, and all of this was affecting the charts for the orchestra with all the transpositions required. This was before, computers. Everything had to be done by hand. Luckily, things were in the very capable hands of a young woman named Beth Ertz. But on the afternoon of the concert in Las Vegas, Beth was still in Los Angeles. However, as it happened, she had just secured her pilot's license. So she took a small plane and she flew herself to Las Vegas, circling again and again around the airport because of all the planes bringing celebrities in for the concert. She recalls there being one particularly close call with Michael Jackson's plane. We'd like to share the song with you that caused all the commotion. Thank you, Beth, for taking your moments. it resides, often hides deep within our hearts. And just as pebbles make a mountain, raindrops make a sea, one day at a time, change begins with you and me. Ordinary miracles happen all around, just by giving and receiving, come belonging and believing. Every sun that rises never rose before. Each new day leads the way through a different door, and we can all be quiet heroes, living quiet days, walking through the world, changing it in quiet ways. Ordinary miracles, like candles in the dark, each and every one of us lights a spark. And the walls can tumble, and the mountains can move, the winds and the tides can turn. Ordinary miracles, one for every star. No lightning bolt or clap of thunder, only joy and quiet wonder. Endless possibilities right before our eyes. See the way a miracle multiplies. Hope can spring eternally, plant it and it grows. Love is all that's necessary, love in its extraordinary way makes ordinary miracles every blessed day. Beth Ertz. I moved to New Jersey to begin seminary at Princeton. And here's a moment. I took up country living near my sister's family on a wooded mountaintop property somewhat off the grid. And my parents then moved and settled 2 miles away. I had my family nearby. I now had 2 nieces. I had a house and a car for the very first time in my life. I had a woods to maintain, and soon, goats. Now, in honor of my rather clever ruminant friends, we are going to invite you to join us in a call and response turn of the 20th century American folk song. Are you ready? Are you ready? I know it's East Hampton, but call and response. Ready? Okay. There was a goat. It was so tame. Bill Grogan was her owner's name. Bill loved that goat. Indeed he did. He loved that goat just like a kid. One day that goat, a feeling fine, ate 3 red shirts right off the line. Now Bill got mad, gave her a whack, and tied her to the railroad track. A whistle blew, a train drew nigh. The poor goat knew that she would die. She gave 3 shrieks, me, me, me. 3 groans of pain. Coiffed up the shirts and flagged the train. The summer Hamptons by the sea, Tabernacle Choir. I dreamed last night that I was a tiger in the jungle, but I was a big bad tiger, so a lion killed me. And then I was an elephant, a great big elephant. There wasn't anything I couldn't do till they caught me and they brought me to a zoo. Then I dreamed I was an alligator, crocodile? No, alligator, with a great big mouth and 4 very funny little legs, which are no good for dancing. So then I was a dancing bear, and I was doing my dancing where the bears dance, but I was sneezing, 'cause I was a dancing polar bear, and it was freezing. Then I dreamed I was a giraffe. I looked so ridiculous I wanted to laugh, but giraffes can't talk, so how can they laugh? Whoever saw a giraffe laugh? Then I woke up, and I was not a tiger or an elephant. I was not an alligator, crocodile, or alligator. I was not a dancing bear or a tall giraffe. I was only me, and that's the way I'll be. Yes, that's the way I'll be. I enjoy being a goat. And thus ends the goat portion of the evening. But the struggle to find a way to be one's own self, that never ends. When I was a boy, each week on Sunday we would go to church. We'd pay attention to the priest, and he would read the holy word. He'd consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. If you had told me when I was on Broadway that I would become the settled minister of the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Monmouth County in New Jersey, my life has never been so filled with meaning. Sometimes there are moments you just have to live with wonder. When we were in Sunday school, we would learn about the time that Moses split the sea in two. Jesus made the water wine. And I remember feeling sad that miracles don't happen still. But now I can't keep track, 'cause 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything is a miracle. The fact that I'm standing here before you is a miracle. 2 years ago in late June, I was moments away from arriving at a high school reunion being held in the mountains of Georgia, when the rental car I was driving was demolished by an oncoming vehicle, and life, as I had known it, changed. As I was being helicoptered to a Chattanooga trauma center, it occurred to me that I would have to depend on others in ways that I had never allowed. And I began to hum a song from the musical The Secret Garden, a song I was due to sing my next time in the pulpit 2 short weeks later. But seriously banged up, embedded with glass, with 5 broken ribs, at that moment, I wondered whether I'd be able to sing at any time in the future. The song captures the moment in The Secret Garden where the orphaned Mary has located the key to the locked-up garden, only to find its beauty long gone. When she shares her discovery with an earthy young Yorkshire lad named Dickon, she mourns the loss of the garden's growth, for it seems clear to her that it is dead. Dead? Dickon exclaims. It's as wick as you or me, explaining the Yorkshire meaning of the word wick. Alive, lively, full of life. And taking out a small pocket knife, Dickon reveals that below the surface of the gray and brown, there lingered green. Perhaps life, like Mary's, and even my own, was just waiting for the right moment to rise again. When a thing is wick, it has a life about it. Maybe not a life like you and me, but somewhere there's a secret streak of green inside it. Now come and let me show you what I mean. When a thing is wick, it has a light about it. Maybe not a light that you can see, but hiding down below, a spark's asleep inside it, just waiting for the right time to be seen. You clear away the dead parts so the tender buds can form. Loosen up the earth and let the roots get warm. Let the roots get warm. When a thing is wick, it has a way of knowing when it's safe to grow again. You will see when there's sun and water sweet enough to feed it, it will climb up through the earth a pale new green. You give a living thing a little chance to grow. That's how you will know if they are wick, they'll grow. If they're wick, they'll grow. Come a mild day, come a warm rain, come a snowdrop a-coming up. Come a lily, come a lilac, come to call, calling all of us to come and see. When a thing is wick and someone cares about it, and comes each day to work the earth below, will it live? It will, and you must never doubt it, for all through the darkest nighttime, it's waiting for the right time. When a thing is wick, it will grow. I did sing Wick 2 weeks later, shall we say, majorly medicated. And a few years ago, I finally got that PhD. Not in comparative literature, but in pastoral theology, searching for ways that congregations can be sources of resilience for all people. In my doctoral work, I found new readings of biblical passages held by many to bar gender nonconforming people from full inclusion. As I lay recovering from my accident, I finished bringing that work to a larger audience than my dissertation committee. I'm very proud to say that last year, Lexington Books published Gender Creative Promise. Yes, I'm inspired by transgender and gender non-binary people, for they show me how living as one's self is done. When my first album came out, a collection of Broadway Act One finales, there was one song conspicuously missing from the lineup. I had never sung it. Perhaps I hadn't lived long enough to sing it. Perhaps it always hit a little too close to home. Perhaps I thought I hadn't earned the right to sing it. But at this stage in my life, at this moment, I think I'm ready. I am what I am. I am my own special creation. So come, take a look. Give me the hope or the ovation. It's my world that I want to have a little pride in. My world, and it's not a place I have to hide in. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. I am what I am. I don't want praise. I don't want pity. I bang my own drum. Some think it's noise. I think it's pretty. And so what? If I love each feather and each spangle, why not try to see things from a different angle? Your life is a sham till you can shout out loud, I am what I am. I am what I am, and what I am needs no excuses. I deal my own deck, sometimes the ace, sometimes the deuces. There's one life, and there's no return and no deposit. One life, so it's time to open up your closet. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. Thank you. Thank you. There are thanks to be given. One thing is, I'll have 3 CDs for sale, 3 albums, $10 a piece, no questions asked when you leave the place. And I'll also be there to offer you your very own song sheet, so make sure you get that before you leave. The sponsors of this series are, thank you, including Eleanor and Howard Morgan, Lynn and Bruce Surrey, our hosts, Donna Rubin and Josh Gladstone, our technical director, Hudson Wolk, producer Antoinette Lanza. All these people have done incredible things to make this evening possible. It's really been such a pleasure. Associate producer Will Osborne. Bill McCuddy for having me on the weekend live broadcast in the kitchen set, which was an interesting thing. Rhonda Liss for saying, hey, yeah. She said, hey, you know, you should be a part of the Hamptons series. It wouldn't have happened if she had not said those words. Thank you, Rhonda. And a decades-long friendship, perhaps nothing has topped this experience of working alongside him. I thank my dear friend, my director, Jeff Harner. And of course, we have to thank on bass, Jeffrey Carney. And at the piano, my musical pilot, Beth Ertz. Looking back, I'm grateful for all those moments that truly have mattered, that have changed the course of my life, given it shape, brought it to tonight, our moment to take together. And thank you for this moment for me to sing my song. It was Beth who said, I don't know what you're waiting for. Let's rehearse some songs and get you back up on stage. Thank you, Beth. I'm not waiting anymore. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get in step while there's still time left. Before the parade passes by, before it all moves on, and only I'm left. Take the moment, let it happen. Hug the moment, make it last. Hold the feeling for the moment, or the moment will have passed. All the noises buzzing in your head, warning you to wait. What for? Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's high life. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life with the rest of them, with the best of them. I can hold my head up high, for I've got a goal again. I've got to drive again. I'm gonna feel my heart coming alive again before the parade passes by. Look at that crowd up ahead. Listen and hear that brass harmony growing. Look at the crowd up ahead. Pardon me if my old spirit is showing. All of those lights over there seem to be telling me where I'm going. When the whistles blow and the cymbals crash and the sparklers light the sky, I'm gonna raise the roof, I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone, give me an old baton. Before the parade passes by, all the noises buzzing in your head, warning you to wait. What for? Don't So listen, let it happen. Take the moment, make the moment many moments more. Make for us 1,000 more. I'm not taking a chance on those steps again. And I've got another moment to tell you about. And it happened in a place kind of like this. So after the pandemic, I headed back to New York to get some life back into my life. And I was at the Laurie Beachman, where this show played for 7 months of the last year. And I was waiting for one of Jeff Harner's Sondheim CD release concerts to begin, when I turned to my right and locked eyes with a rather attractive man. And as I eavesdropped on his party's conversation, it appeared that they were talking about church music. And I said to myself, Craigie, take the moment. And that's worked out rather well. So I suggest, take a moment. Introduce yourself to someone you didn't know when you came into this place. Who knows? You may find one person who will make all the difference. We leave you with the words of Snoopy, the musical, that is. If just one person believes in you, deep enough and strong enough, believes in you, hard enough and long enough, before you know it, someone else would think, if he can do it, I can do it, making it two whole people who believe in you. And if two whole people believe in you, deep enough and strong enough, believe in you, hard enough and long enough, there's bound to be another person who believes in making it a trio, making it 3 people you can say believe in me. And if 3 whole people, why not 4? And if 4 whole people, why not more? And more, and more. And when all those people believe in you, deep enough and strong enough, believe in you, hard enough and long enough, it stands to reason you yourself would start to see what everybody sees in you. Then maybe even you can believe in you.